Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 25 of our second 21-day session together. Today we'll be going deeper is the theme. My name is Miki. I'm coming to you from Columbia, Maryland, and I'm a graduate student at Johns Hopkins University. Today is for both beginners and continuing participants. So whether you're new or have been in our 21-day session before, this is the session for you. Just as a reminder, if you want to request to meet with a Sahaja Yoga teacher separately, you can do so in a breakout room at the end of the program today, and that can be found in the chat. There are also course materials and recordings from previous sessions that you can go through, and there's a website that has all of them compiled into one place, and we'll show that again later in the session. For now, I'd like to remind everybody who's here to have a foot soak set up ready. So yeah, see on the screen, if you are new to the 21-day session or 21-day program, a foot soak is basically filling a tub of water, seen in the top left, with salt and water. And it basically allows us to help clear our energy channels within us and gets us into a better and deeper state of meditation. If you would like as well to also have a towel to wipe your feet, and a separate cup of water to wash your feet from the salt water. And then you just dry your feet in the towel, and we can set that aside for the further meditation we'll have later. But if you could, please get that ready. And yeah, these are the materials that you need, as seen in the picture. If you want to sign up for a mentor for the mentoring program, you can do so later in the Zoom chat. Actually, there's a link in the Zoom chat now, I think, if you want to check that out. If you're looking or if you're joining us on YouTube, you can also sign up for the mentor program using a link in the video description, and that's another option. So yeah, and just to recap, last Wednesday, the focus was the right energy channel and how to cool down our right channel using an ice treatment. Today, we'll be talking about the Kundalini, the mother energy within us, and we'll go into meditations and have a Q&A session at the end where we're able to interact and discuss our experiences during this meditation. And we'll have two presenters today who will guide us through two meditations. And we'll have a video from our founder, Shri Mataji, and there will be music played by musicians as well. And again, we'll do the Q&A at the end. And as a reminder, Sahaja Yoga is always free, no matter where you go. Sahaja Yoga is free because you can't pay for your own inner peace. So with that, I'd like to introduce the presenters for this evening, Andrei and Aditi. If you'd like to give a brief introduction about yourself, what you do outside of Sahaja Yoga, and yeah, please take it away. Aditi, you can go ahead.
Hi, my name is Aditi. I am a Sahaj Yogini from San Diego. I work as a teacher. I just started. I have two kids, one in middle school, one in elementary, and it's been a great journey with family practicing Sahaj Yoga. Jai Shri Mataji.
Wonderful. Andrei?
Hello, I'm Andrei. We hail from Romania. We lived in a few parts of the world, but most of the last 25, 27 years, we've lived in Canada. And currently we live in the middle of the Canada, east-west speaking, Saskatchewan. The place is called Regina, is the capital of the province. I am a pediatrician. I work in baby intensive care. And we've been with the flow of the Kundalini for many years, and I don't know if we would have survived to this day without that. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here with all of you.
Wonderful, thank you both. And as also just to let everyone know, we have two musicians, Vlad and Yuri from Vancouver, who will be playing some songs for us later. But that will come after some meditation with our presenters. So with that, I'll send it off to you, Andrei, for the first meditation session of the evening. Thanks.
Thank you, Miki. So as you saw, the subject today is the Kundalini itself. And because there was this is a series, and there has been exponentiation of the powers of the channels. It is said that the Kundalini is the residual power once our creation is complete, and the power of the three channels are in place, and the powers of the three channels are set. Then the divine power, the residual divine power, settles in the triangular bone at the base of our spine, where we have a bunch of vertebrae which are fused together, so they make a bigger bone. And interestingly enough, the Greeks called it sacrum. And really, there's nothing about any bone in our body that has even remotely a spiritual connotation. But yet one is called, like, frankly sacred. It happens to be the one where the Kundalini resides, and in the vast majority of us, she is sleeping. There are some which are born with a certain amount of its rather enormous power that is active. But in most, it is sleeping until something like Sahaja Yoga comes along and allows us through the power of essentially unlimited love that streams from Shri Mataji and then through us, to talk to the power of unlimited love and unconditional love that is the Kundalini itself. Because it is the residual power, it contains still the woven power of the three channels, and we will kind of twang that gently in the meditation. So by now, I hope that everybody has their foot soak, and we will go ahead and have a dip. To begin with, we can give it a couple of clockwise twirls, and we can also ask a couple of times inside, Mother, please give this foot soak the power to absorb negativity and heat from our subtle system. Very good. Then we can dip. And then we can raise our Kundalini and do the bandhan. Again, slowly and intently. The attention on the left hand. Go all the way up. Head back. This helps with this throat chakra, which is a really big deal. All the way up. Our desire is put in these knots. Please stay there, up there. We're asking our Mother Kundalini. And then the bandhan again. Intently from left hip to right hip, all the way down. When we learn to do these very, very simple things with full attention, we will feel how much power these things have, these gestures. We can close our eyes. And completely accept in our heart that we are the pure spirit, the pure self. the eternal light of knowledge, awareness, and bliss. And it is the mother energy that makes it happen. She makes us cross from the worldly to the divine and have the divine flow through the matter. Because she's many things, but they are all Shakti, power. She has the power to make that happen. So let's put our right hand towards the Mother Earth or on the Mother Earth. If yeah, towards the Mother Earth, we're in the foot soak, we're not sitting on the ground. And with the power of the left side, she can dissolve our desires and relieve us from running after them. Because she is the ultimate desire as well as its fulfillment. Mother, please dissolve all our desires in the light of your flow. Please leave it all to her. Don't worry, all the good ones will happen. But we cannot sort it with our mind. She has to sort it. She is pure, unlimited, unconditional love. The greatest power and the greatest reward. Mother, please dissolve all our emotions into the joy and the light of your unlimited, unconditional, pure love. Don't hold on to anything. Flow with her. Very good. Let's put the right hand back on our lap. Now we're going to flex the left elbow and have the left palm towards the back and the fingers pointing upwards. And that's how we allow some of the heat from the right side to come out. But she has the power of action too. She heals. She clears. She repairs. Mother, we surrender all our actions to your flow of light. Let them all be done through your power. Please heal and enlighten the matter within us. And above all, please heal and enlighten our attention. Let this attention be always floating in the middle of your current of love and light. Until it merges in the pure self. Please carry all our excess heat out into the ether. Please keep us with you in the eternal present and not in the illusion of the future. Very good. We can put the hand back down. And of course, ultimately, she makes our evolution happen. She makes the central channel a reality. And carries us through all the stages until our awareness reaches the state of a yogi, detached, always benevolent, enjoying the divine play. Please complete our evolution. Help us reach the state of a true yogi and then of the pure self. Don't hold on to anything, let it flow. can now gently open our eyes and rinse our feet.
Self-realization is self-knowledge. And the one who gives you self-knowledge is this your own Kundalini. Because when she rises, she points it out what are the problems on your chakras. Now, we say that it is pure desire. But we do not know what purity means. It means your chaste desire. It means it has no lust, greed, anything in it. That power is your own mother and is settled in your triangular bone. She is your own mother. She knows everything about you. It's like a tape recorder. She knows everything about you. And she is absolutely the knowledge. Because she is so pure. And whatever chakras she touches, she also knows what's wrong with that chakra beforehand. So she is quite prepared and she adjusts herself fully so that you do not get a problem by her awakening. If any chakra is constricted, she waits and goes on slowly, opening that chakra. Now this Kundalini is the primordial power which is reflected within you. And within you, in a human being, it is like many strands of energy. So it's like a rope. And these energies are all twisted together to form this Kundalini. In a human being, these strands are 3 into 7, that is 21, raised to power 108. But when your Kundalini rises, 1 or 2 strands out of this come up and pierce the fontanelle bone area. Only 1 or 2. Because it has to pass through the innermost nadi, known as Brahma Nadi. It's all a spiral throughout, because Kundalini is a spiral, and these nadis are also like a spiral, like this. So the innermost nadi is the Brahma Nadi. The outermost nadi is the right side. And the second innermost is the Ida Nadi. So through the Brahma Nadi, she starts sending those threads. By that, they relax the center. By the relaxation of the center, the sympathetic nervous system also starts relaxing. And when it goes to the Agya Chakra, then your eyes start relaxing, your pupils start dilating, and your eyes can become like mine, very black, absolutely relaxed. So you can easily see in a person how far is the Kundalini. If it has pierced the Agya, then the eyes will be completely dilated and will be shiny. And then she enters into the Sahasrara. Now it is absolutely pure light of knowledge, love, compassion, and attention. All these 3 things are in that energy. We know of many energies like electrical energy, we know of light energy, we know of other energies. But these energies cannot think, they cannot adjust, they cannot work on their own. They are to be handled by us. But this energy itself is the living energy and knows how to handle itself. It thinks. If you see a seed being sprouted, you'll find at the tip of the seed there's a small little cell which knows how to go around the soft places and then how to encircle the stones and then how to find its way to the source. That cell has got, I would say, a little Kundalini in it, the way it moves. But within you is a tremendous force of Kundalini exists. So you have a storehouse of compassion which can be enlightened by the Spirit. You have the storehouse of love, compassion, and knowledge, and ocean of forgiveness. When people get realization, they do not understand that they have to now grow. And why they don't grow? Because they do not ask for these energies. A person who is a realized soul, if he says that I have to have more compassion, My compassion is not all right. My concern about others is not all right. My generosity is not all right. I'm exploiting others. I'm exploiting their love. Then this energy starts moving, giving you that greater dimension of love and compassion. But if you do not want to be growing in your awareness, then she says, all right, he is a half-baked Sahaja, let it. She doesn't supply that energy which is stored within you. I told you, 3 into 7, that is 21 raised to power 108. So what a storage you have within yourself. But because of your mundane style of thinking and asking, in the beginning when I started Sahaja Yoga, people used to ask for, say, jobs, or for my mother is sick or a father is sick, or they would ask for money or something like that. So these wants are not pure wants. As we know in economics, they are not pure wants. They are impure wants because they are never satiable in general. So this Kundalini, that is your mother, she is there to supply you, nourish you, to look after you, to make you grow. By giving you a higher personality.
Sukakata dukkata vatayachi Urvi purvi prem krupa jayachi Sarvangi sunderum tishendvachi Kanhi jalki mamhtavachi Shri Deva Shri Mangalamurti Darshan Matrim Mangamane Purti Shri Deva Shri Mangalamurti Darshan Matrim Mangamane Purti Ratna Kachita Fare Tusgauri Kumara Chandanachi uti kumkum kesha Hirijaita mutha shampha tovara Rujutinu pure черника горя Shri Deva Shri Mangalamurti Darshan Matram Mangamane Purti Shri Deva Shri Mangalamurti Darshan Matram Mangamane Purti
Thank you, Yuri and Vlad, for that beautiful music. Let us all continue to meditate and connect with our very own Mother Kundalini within us. So let us just try to be in the state of meditation, in that silence, and bring our attention at the base of our spine, where resides Mother Kundalini. She is our innate mother. So let us pray and request our Mother Kundalini to rise and connect us to the all-pervading divine power, the Param Chaitanya, which is enveloping everything. So bringing our attention at the base of our spine, we pray that, O Mother Kundalini, I am your only child. O Mother, please be awakened within me and shower your divine love on all my energy centers. Just like a child, let us request our Mother Kundalini. Attention on the first chakra, the first center, the Muladhara, then the Swadhisthana, the second energy center, humbly requesting Mother Kundalini to clear any blockages, any obstacles. Gently bringing our attention on the third energy center, the Nabhi, O Mother Kundalini, please remove all the obstacles, any blockages in my Nabhi chakra. Let us gently move our attention higher in our center heart, the Anahat chakra. We can place our right hand on our center heart. O Mother Kundalini, please come in my center heart. Please establish within me the pure love, compassion, and remove all the obstacles of fear and insecurity. Placing our hand gently back in our lap, we can move our attention in our Vishuddhi chakra. That is the fifth energy center in our throat. And then moving a little higher to the level of our sixth energy center, that is the Agya. We can humbly pray that, O Mother Kundalini, please open this narrow passage of our Agya chakra and take us into the realm of complete thoughtless awareness. O Mother Kundalini, please clear out all thoughts and all the obstacles of this mind, mental activities. We can just gently give a bandhan 7 times to our Agya. And just leaving everything in the hands of Mother Kundalini in a surrendered state. Let us bring our entire attention in our seventh energy center, the Sahasrara. Mother, we surrender to you. O Mother Kundalini, please connect us to the all-pervading Param Chaitanya, the divine power. Mother, please give us the experience of complete connection with the divine. This all-pervading divine power, the Param Chaitanya, is nothing but the power of divine love that is enveloping everything existing in this universe. Let us all feel this and pray that for that experience of Param Chaitanya, we all can raise our hand, palm facing towards the sky, and pray that, O Divine Mother, please let me feel and experience the Param Chaitanya. Let us feel that divine energy expressing a pure desire We can gently bring our hand back. And in this state of complete silence, let us gently open our eyes whenever we are ready. To end this meditation, let us all raise our Mother Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan, requesting that we stay connected to the Param Chaitanya. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you, Aditi, for such a wonderful meditation, and Andrei as well, and to the musicians, Vlad, and just such a wonderful session that we had. And I'm really excited to go through Q&A with everyone if everyone has questions or want to get into their experiences. But before that, we want to just go through some quick announcements. If we could get the slides up. So again, this is a 21-day course schedule. This is session 2 that we're in right now. This is day 25, and it goes every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Also, if you wanted to join Collective Foot Soak and Meditation, there is one on Mondays and Fridays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's the same Zoom link, and all programs are recorded. So if you can't make it live, then you can always join using a recorded session and meditate that way. Go to the next slide. So for Wednesday, so the session that we want to go into next time will be about developing the power of childlike innocence. This is really, in essence, what we try to do when we meditate on our Muladhara chakra. And so when we connect with the subtle power of innocence within us, we really begin to see how obstacles in our path just move out of the way and things just become simpler, and the world opens up in a very new and bright way. And so please join us next week on day 26 on Wednesday. I believe that would be December 13th. December 11th, sorry, yeah. And here are some program resources. If you want to join the community in a WhatsApp group, there are daily spiritual messages and course reminders, and the link to join Zooms as well. And if you want to get access to the session links, recordings, handouts, and more information, there's this link you can join or go to with the QR code on the screen, so you can take a quick snapshot with your phone if you want to. Yeah. And again, like I mentioned earlier, there is this mentor program that allows you to get one-on-one time with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. If you feel more comfortable in that setting and want to get more personal with your meditation experience, this is always an option. And if you want to sign up, again, there is a link in the description on the YouTube channel that this video is broadcasting to. And you can sign up that way, or there's a link in the chat as well if you want to sign up that way. So before we get into the Q&A session, I want to remind everyone that there are 3 ways to ask questions. You could meet with a Sahaja Yoga teacher in a separate breakout room and write to breakout room help, quote unquote, and you can get connected that way. Or you can write to the chat Q&A if you have a question or comment. Or you can send me a direct message and I can try my best to help relay that question to our presenters this evening. So yeah, these are 3 ways you could ask questions. And the next slide. So now I'd like to invite Aditi and Andrei back to the main screen so we can have a little discussion and hopefully answer some questions that people have. Yeah, so welcome back, both of you. I just want to check in the chat and see what questions we have. Let me see. Okay. So here's a question I came across. Can my Kundalini help me feel whether I am left-sided or right-sided? And how can knowing this help me grow in my meditation? It's a great question. Andrei, would you like to give it a shot at answering?
Well, I mean, all information from our subtle system is relayed through the power of the Kundalini, because our mind is not really set up to deal with the level of subtlety of our subtle body. So once we have realization and our central nervous system is primed a little bit, and there's a little bit of light in it, we start to have these sensations in the hands or in the body, or simply the awareness that, hey, I'm kind of always looking into the past, a bit low energy. We just recognize ourselves into a left side pattern or a right side pattern, or that, oh, today I'm a bit this way and tomorrow, in a week I'm a little bit that way. But essentially, this is the basics of our balancing, is to recognize the big tendencies, left and right. Steady the building a little bit in the middle, and once we do that with some regularity, the building will spend most of the time more or less in the middle, and then we can look at the smaller things.
Yeah, it's a wonderful answer. Thank you so much. Because we're maybe running a little bit short on time, I guess I'll go question by question to each of you, so we can move on to the next question in that case. So for the next question, in today's meditation, you've talked about Param Chaitanya. I'm wondering how the Kundalini is connected with the Param Chaitanya. Aditi, you want to give it a whirl?
Okay, so the Param Chaitanya is the energy, like you can say the divine energy or the cosmic energy that is enveloping everything that is existing, like the solar system, the planets, the nature, and all of us. So Kundalini is the reflection of that energy within us. Like when we are in our mother's womb, that energy settles in us. And once we get our realization, so it is like we are getting a rebirth or a spiritual evolution. This energy, when it rises, crosses all the energy centers, it connects us to that energy, that Param Chaitanya. So till we get our realization, we are kind of disconnected. We are not able to feel that Param Chaitanya around us. So this Kundalini helps us connect, and then we can feel like what we did raising our hand. What we tried to feel was the Param Chaitanya around us. When our Kundalini rose, connected us, opening this last center. So that's the connection. So yeah, it's kind of connecting and then flowing in back. within us, that energy. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a great answer. Thank you. Let's see, just to get to other questions in the chat. Let's see what people have. Here's another one. I guess both of you could answer. Can you share how you feel or experience the energy of your own Kundalini physically within you? Were you able to feel your Kundalini right away? I'll give it to Andrei if you want to give it a whirl.
Well, I'm not sure what right away means, because the manifestations, the results of its activity were pretty visible fairly quickly. Feeling the Kundalini itself, everybody works a little bit different, and everybody's attention works a little bit different. So, how much we feel the flow when we are in the flow. Some great saints and poets addressed this in some beautiful ways. And this being said, we all feel it sometimes more. As a flow of cool, or a certain specific sensation of, I don't know how to call it, happy relaxation in our spine, in our spinal cord, like somewhere in our back. But this, remember, because what we call feeling is a product of a certain interaction between our attention and our conscious mind. And as the attention is entrained by the Kundalini, might not worry too much about the carriers, so to speak, but this is all kind of one single package: the flow itself, the destination, and the effects of getting there. So some people feel a little bit more one versus the other. Eventually, everybody feels a little bit of the three. Sorry, this was very convoluted.
No, that was great. That was great. It's not a very straightforward thing to describe, because everyone has their own experience. You want to share yours, Aditi?
So, like, feeling Kundalini is concerned, like Brother Andrei said, like, everybody has their different experiences, and how they feel within the rising of Kundalini is different. So, personally, like, when I started Sahaja Yoga, it was like in my teenage. So, I started meditating, and I had no like that in-depth knowledge of what Kundalini is and all. I just started doing it like childlike, and my parents did it, so I did it, something like that. But later, when I like went into it, like what Kundalini is and all, and I read about like Mother's lectures, so it was like a very subtle feeling I used to have, but I just didn't pay attention to it much. But it was something like going up inside. You can feel that kind of how to describe, like an energy going up. So maybe that's what Kundalini was that time, and I just didn't pay close attention to what's going on. But later I could relate to it. Yeah, it was something I could feel going up, and when it used to be here, I used to feel very good, relaxed. So maybe that was it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind I feel like my experience is similar. I only got my realization 4 years ago, and I wasn't feeling anything at first. And my overthinking mind was kept asking questions about why I'm not feeling anything. I hear all these wonderful things I'm supposed to be feeling, but it's not happening. And it was only when one session one day I was kind of in a rush and didn't have time to overthink before some Zoom session. It was during COVID, that I sat down and just did what the meditation told me to do, and just didn't think about it, that I really felt the coolness. And even though it was a coolness, sure, it's a physical sensation. Inadvertently, I also felt peaceful, like you were saying. So it's really, it's involuntary. It just happens. It's very spontaneous. So it's not always this most straightforward thing to describe, but every person feels it somewhere or another with enough practice and meditation, I feel. So yeah, I think we have maybe time for one more question. Let me see. How do you know when your Kundalini is flowing strongly? I can't feel vibrations very clearly, so I am wondering how I can tell when my Kundalini is up. Since I went Andrei first last time, Aditi, do you want to give it a shot?
So, I mean, I think the answer is still in the question, like when you're feeling those vibrations flowing strongly, you feel that connection, you feel thoughtless. I think, that is the most strong feeling of a Kundalini going up, because you can get into that state of thoughtlessness or peace when your Kundalini is kind of crossed the center. So that's what I feel, and maybe Brother Andrei can add to it.
No, and I mean the what we feel in the hands is obviously dependent on the center that controls the hands also, right? So that's our throat center, and this center is a fair amount under assault in the modern world, in the Western world, pretty badly every day, in many different kind of ways. So there are days where even us occasionally have trouble. It's all a bit heavy, it's all not quite okay, though inside you feel all right, but you feel the center is 3/4 blocked. And there's only so much you can do, and you do, there's actually quite a little list you can do, but sometimes it only helps that much in a certain day, and you have to look at it with a little bit of detachment and wait a better day. What's more, in North America, we have the burden that we carry the center a little bit, the responsibility of how this works at larger level, and it's just not a great thing to do right now. But keep the smile on, right? I mean, this is we do have to. This is absolutely essential, right? And there will be days where it will be very nice, and some days where one center will feel just like it's not easy to go through. But this part about feeling in the hands specifically. But what can happen is, if it's moving, we will feel the general feeling, right? The thoughtlessness, the peace, and we might just feel it in the body. And to have all these sensations means that the Kundalini is at least kind of here, maybe a little bit past that. And sometimes you just feel it, and that's basically a pretty good day when that happens. But yeah, and I am exactly the same. We're very easy, as Miki described. We come from these intellectual backgrounds, and we take everything a little personally, but eventually we relax. I did relax too after some time.
Right. This takes a little bit of time and detachment for sure. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, sometimes it is the most ideal state is to feel the coolness flowing through your hands and feeling it above your head, as been described by all the sessions so far. But you can also tell that the Kundalini is flowing when the way that you interact with the world around you, the people, is in a balanced and peaceful way. Because when you are a peaceful, loving, caring person, you are centered, then Kundalini is acting regardless. Sometimes it just doesn't manifest in the conventional sense that you feel coolness. Maybe it's just because something around you is not allowing that to happen, or there are people around you that are kind of affecting that. But if you yourself are acting as a good human and being peaceful to others, you feel peace within yourself, that's itself already a sign that the Kundalini is flowing and that you are in that state. So it can also come in different forms, and you can tell that way as well. So on that note, I think that's a great place to end today's session. I thank you both so much for wonderful meditation today, and for allowing us to be in such great peace. And for everyone who joined us, thank you so much for joining. We'll be playing some meditation music in the meantime if you want to stay longer and sit and enjoy the peace. But we hope to see you next week when we go into the innocence of the Muladhara Chakra. Hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Great to be with everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.